Hello, everybody. Welcome back to our shiny only Squirtle Nuzlocke Prep live stream. We don't have nearly enough shiny Squirtles. So is it what's the plural of Squirtle? Is it Squirtles or Squirtle? That has to have come up at some point in the lore of the show, etc., right? Hello, everybody. Thanks for being here. Today, oh my gosh, my cat is stepping on everything. Stop. Today, we're going to keep hatching eggs. Isn't that fun? We have a lot of eggs to continue hatching. We're not done, but we have two. Well, one and a half. We're still not sure on the status of Lucky 7.
Cooked meatballs for game night. Ran out of sauce, so I used ketchup and a little water to thin it out. It smelled weird, so I added hot sauce. The crockpot lid didn't fit right, and it steamed up my whole kitchen. I don't know why I keep agreeing to these things.
Poor Chuck. Chuck sounds like he's going to be busy today. That's okay, though. He's always getting invited to stuff. He's a busy guy. I just realized how loud the music was. Sorry. Well, cool. All excited. Yes. There you go. Thanks for being here. The stream schedule for the weekend is that I want to stream a lot so that we can get this done. We got a lot of eggs to hatch. We'll just see how it goes. The plan will be to stream tomorrow earlier in the day and hopefully Sunday as well. Got Switch 2. They finally had one at my local Target, and I'm playing Scarlet 2. Yay! Congrats, Steph. Congrats. Chuck should try cooking Squirtle soup instead. That's true. So yeah, I think that kind of covers all the early announcements here. I can't really do much. Hello. I can't really do much when I'm being chased away from my tech with, my cat. So, we should do a prediction over on Twitch. I'll give it a couple minutes. I'll give it a couple minutes before I start one. But if you wanted to bet some channel points, which are not money, it's just free, just channel point, nonsense points you get for following the channel and watching the streams over on Twitch, you can participate in some bets. We're going to try to bet on when we hatch a shiny. So we'll do that. And yeah, we'll keep it going. Stop. Please. I'm trying to do a thing. It's been like this all day. It's just constant demanding attention. Okay. Anyway, I'm trying to hold out until my birthday to get Switch 2, but it's so hard. I get that. I love my Switch 2. I love all my handheld consoles. I've actually been organizing a lot of stuff lately. Just doing some reorganization, and I kind of have a home for everything now, and got my Switch 2, my Steam Deck kind of tucked away in a little thing. Well, Switch 2 is here now, but when it's not here. And yeah, it's nice. I have a lot of crap now. We have this Switch over here. I'm just kind of waiting for the cat to get bored. Either lay down or go find some cat stuff to do. I think she's choosing lay down. Please. I have to wait until Christmas for Switch 2. Understandable. I have a feeling they're going to be pretty popular. Who's ever in charge of buying you such things, be sure to nudge them, because I think once we get closer to shopping season for the holidays, it's probably going to be hard to come by again. This is the first holiday season with the new console, so something to keep in mind. All right, well, I think I've stalled enough. Let's go ahead and jump on over. I'm going to set this stuff up and jump over here, and we got the game up and running. I've been collecting eggs. There's a fear that I don't have enough eggs. You know what? I've been struggling. I don't know what's going on. I must have had Squirtle and Ditto trying to make eggs 7 different times already, and I'll show you what I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and just over half, 6.5 pages of eggs. Or is it 5.5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So that's not a lot of eggs. We've definitely had more in the past, and I don't want to spend the stream getting more because it just is boring. But I don't know. I will just see where this gets us. I'm a little worried about it. Okay. I'm going to pause the music for now. We might bring it back. YouTube didn't notify you. I do try and notify everybody via Discord as well, if that helps. You can join our Discord server. And if you go to the channel called Roles, you can choose a few different things, and you can choose the pinged for announcements, activities, and crossing minute content is the one you want for these streams. I also have one for members only content if we're doing like a members only stream. Announcements is basically a replacement for @everyone because I use that one super rarely. Announcements is I still use that one really rarely too, but it's in case anyone wants to like know if I've changed something on the server or something like that. And then activities I don't really do as often, but that's like if we were doing an event of some kind or something, you know, not necessarily tied to the stream. So that's how those work. And that could help. Crossing fingers for a low number of shiny. We'll see. We will see. All right. Pokemon. We have to get our party set up for this. So instead of Ditto... Oh, no. Oh. This isn't my Masuda Ditto. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Okay. That's not good. That means the eggs that I do have lower shiny odds. And I almost don't want to hatch 6 full pages of full odds eggs. Oh no. Well, I have a shiny charm, so it's not all lost, but yeah, that's not great. It took me so long to get the eggs that I have, too. We better start hatching. I don't know what else to do with it. You might as well hatch them. That sucks. That is awful. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I guess the betting should be interesting. Do we even do any betting? In this box, including the eggs in my inventory, do we get a shiny Squirtle? You have 2 minutes on the prediction, 2 minutes to bet. Now, keep in mind, there's a chance that some of these eggs in the earlier part of the box were with my Masuda Ditto. So higher odds probably in the earlier boxes. Also, you know, we've had a Masuda Ditto. The first Masuda Ditto egg hunt was 777. Lucky 7. So that was all Masuda eggs, and it still took us 777 eggs. So for all we know, these could be better. That's my logic for you. All right, here's the prediction. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. So let's get a sandwich so we can get the eggs hatching faster. It was the wrong Ditto. Yeah. I used the wrong Ditto for a good amount of the eggs, probably most of them, if not all of them, but I think some of them are Masuda. Most of them would not be, which is awful and sad. So there's still a lot of belief somehow in the non-Masuda, potentially non-Masuda eggs. Is Lucky 7 still okay? That's a great question. I don't know. Let's see. The last I heard, Lucky 7 was still in the hospital with all of his gifts and everything. He's recovering. He's in recovery. We're just kind of waiting to hear more, I guess. Nothing, no update. No news is probably good news, I would say. You know what I mean? You know how it is. I feel like I'm missing an image. Huh. Is it this one? What is this one? Okay. What about this one? I tried to get all of the images in here, but anyway, that's a live feed of Lucky Seven's hospital right now. Last we heard, he's he's in recovery. Oh, and then the last update I remember us getting was we discovered that the reason he was in a coma was because when he tripped and fell, someone had filled his plushy Pikachu with rocks, and he hit his head on the Pikachu filled with rocks. So that's kind of where that left off. Are you gonna have a total egg count as well as a shiny egg count? Like, I've been resetting it every time we hatch a shiny. I think we just have to add up. There'll probably be clips of like when I got each one, and then we just add those up, maybe. Oh, wait, we already got an update. Wow, that was fast. Hang on. We got an update on shiny, or Lucky Seven's condition. Let's see if I can do this correctly this time. I wonder if that'll work. Okay, so the status update is I'm glad you asked for an update, that is. I have an update. On the night of tonight, Nancy was spotted outside Lucky Seven's hospital room while he was resting. Do we remember Nancy? I don't like this for Lucky Seven. I don't love the idea of the person who was escorted out of the hospital by security just kind of lurking outside. Wait a minute. Oh gosh, that would have been awesome. Yeah, Nancy's freaking me out a little bit. Someone call security. I don't know. I guess it depends if just outside the window is public or private property. So 777 plus 73 plus 180 equals 1,030 eggs. There you go. 1,035 eggs. We need to hatch these as fast as possible so we can get back to doing Masuda eggs. There's so much work to do. There's always a pretty good chance, though. I mean, the odds of a shiny Squirtle are still better than if you had no shiny charm. All right. How is everyone? What are you playing? What games are you playing? What are you obsessed with right now? I saw that Cult of the Lamb is getting some DLC, and I've not played Cult of the Lamb, but I did buy it. It was on sale, and I finally did buy it. So, I don't know. I might have to get into that soon. I've been playing Diablo 3. It's my downtime, and that's been fun. I'm also finally trying to play through Pokemon Ultra Sun, because I just never really played it that much at all. Cobblemon Mod Pack. Oh, I haven't heard that name in years. There you go. How many shiny Squirtle are you aiming to get? We need an army. We need at least 6 total. Doing a villager hunt. Nice. Obsessed with Fantasy Life. You just got a decent update. Discounty? You said discounts A, but I assume you mean discounty. I really want to get that game. I don't know when I'd have time to play it. Actually, I've been trying to figure out the next members streams, which might be a while. I need some time, but we might pull the old switcheroo. We might play Pokemon on the regular streams for a bit and actually switch to discounty for members. I don't know. I need to find time to play it. Oh yeah, what village are you looking for? Not playing anything at the moment. Story of Seasons comes out in a few days. Nice. Nerdy Lady, hello. Last time I left, you got a shiny. I think I should leave. Anna's always trying to leave my live streams. Fire Emblem 3 Houses. I've never heard of that. I've heard of Fire Emblem. I like to imagine the reason there's mass Pokemon outbreaks is because shiny breeders mass releasing non-shinies. You started a DIY only island. Oh, nice. That was fun. I hope you enjoy it. Did surgery on his liver Monday. We just got home from the hospital today. Oh, I hope recovery is speedy. Everyone's getting rest. Yeah, it has a lot of cutscenes. Ultra Sun is a bit mind-numbing in that way. I don't think I'll finish it, honestly. It's a big game. Only for Val streams. Whatever. Tie between trying to decorate my new island and shiny hunting and new mass outbreaks. I would get the shiny hunting and mass outbreaks done. I've been trying to find time to do that for myself as well, and I haven't. But it's absolutely a necessity to get all the shinies from those. He's a Pokemon fan, and I've been keeping him up to date on your run. He was upset when that wild shiny killed Lucky 7. Well, I mean, only maimed him badly. He's maybe recovering. We'll see. I'll play Pokemon, but I can't find my Switch charger. That's no good. Are we looking for the third shiny? Yes. Oops, we must be done. We are looking for the third one. Making sure I didn't miss anything when I fell asleep last stream. We have so many eggs to hatch. Oh, so many eggs to hatch. I need to quarantine that other Ditto. If I had known that I mixed up the Ditto, probably wouldn't have streamed today. This was my plan, was to hatch eggs. Now I'm just kind of hoping, just really hoping that for some stupid reason these actually give us what we want. Getting a specific cat is difficult, isn't it? The way it works, I think, we talked about this years ago now. I think the way it works in Animal Crossing is that you go villager hunting, and every time you go, it's going to roll randomly one species, and then it has to roll which villager from that species. And because there are so many cats, it's harder to get a specific one. Like, your odds of getting a certain cat over a certain, extreme example, octopus, are very dramatically. Keep hoping somewhere 70 tickets cap shows up. I think in that many tickets you should be in good shape. Good luck. When I was resetting to find my new island, I had Cat as my first villager, and I reset over her. Oh. Yikes. I'm pup sitting, and Luna is a grumpy puppy posting pets. We have a pets channel. Feel free to post pictures of adorable animals in Discord. I just want to say I've been watching your Echoes of Wisdom full playthrough video and really enjoying it. Oh, thank you. I never really get comments on that one. I appreciate it. It's a bit outside the normal wheelhouse there. It's fun though. I loved Echoes of Wisdom. I recommend it to everybody. Like it is probably, like, I would say, the perfect Zelda game for someone who appreciates the world of Zelda, but maybe, you know, finds it a bit challenging or what have you. What I like about it a lot is because I've always, you know, I'm kind of dumb. I've always struggled a bit with, like, Zelda puzzles. I loved Echoes of Wisdom for just the way in which you solve puzzles, which is a multitude of ways. I find it very, very fun. I thought they did a fantastic job. If they ever go back to that format, I would absolutely play more. Is this particular crowd excited for Silk Song, by the way? I'm not a Hollow Knight person. But even, like, everybody else being hyped about it has me, like, kind of thinking, maybe, I don't know, maybe I get that. It broke the internet the other day for sure. Ooh, this one looked shiny. These are the last 5 eggs that we're betting on right now, by the way. I don't know. Have to see being played. Echoes of Wisdom? Or you mean Hollow Knight? Probably mean Hollow Knight. Let me know if you've been following Lolly Mama Cat. Oh, yeah. There you go. Water Monarch has got you covered. I love Hollow Knight and cannot wait for Silk Song. I'd watch you play for sure. Kieran, how's it going? This looks on. Be great if you could play it. Gonna be lurking because I'm letting the gremlin out of baby jail, and he needs to be watched because he's so small, and he keeps trying to eat the other cat's food. Oh, I thought it stopped at cats. Leave a cat trying to eat other cats. That's a much more important issue to address. But all right. Okay, that was our first entire box of Squirtle. No shiny. Choose outcome on the prediction. That's a no. So we'll do it again in this box. Do we get a shiny Squirtle? 2 minutes. Yes, no. Prediction, Twitch, blah, 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 blah. Here we go. $348 is what you're gonna call it. Okay. Anyone else really happy it's Friday? The lighting is tricking me once again. I have to remember, they look pretty distinct. Like the paleness of the blue is a bit more noticeable than a Squirtle with a bright light shining on. 666 shiny. Oh my gosh. That would be funny. What the heck is this? Hold on. Oh my gosh. We got some more Lucky 7 fan art here. This is Spare Parts on her way to visit her brother Lucky 7 at the hospital. But unbeknownst to them, Nancy is lurking everywhere. Look at that face. That's the face of someone who has something very sinister planned. Oops. I'm nervous for Lucky 7. We got Lucky 7. Can we get Unlucky 6? How often have you had dreams about Squirtle since starting this? I don't think I have had any. Not that I'd probably remember, but nothing that I can recall. Yeah, Spare Parts was already kicked out of the hospital once. I had to stop playing Tetris 99 because it was giving me weird dreams. Yeah, usually I'll forget any dreams that I had like 5 minutes after waking up. Is anyone else like me that like you wouldn't, if I sat here talking about dreams I had, that would annoy you, right? When people tell me about their dreams, like in detail, I don't mean, oh, I had a weird dream about Tetris 99. That doesn't bother me. What bothers me is when people go into detail, painstakingly trying to remember a dream and explaining it out loud as if it has any weight in anything at all. Like it was something your head made up while you were asleep. It is of literally no consequence whatsoever. And there are people who like just go on and on, like, okay, in the dream, and then you were there, and then this happened. And then it's even more funny when they try to get like details correct again of the thing they made up in their head. And so instead of just like filling the blanks with just like, oh, a blue shirt, they'll like say, I think you were wearing a blue shirt, but I don't know, it could have been green too. It was a dream. It's hard to remember. Like it doesn't. Just say it was blue. Who cares? It was made up. It was in your brain. I like to annoy my husband with those. It's awful. No one, I don't think there's anyone, I don't mind if it's funny. I think it's only funny in the context, for me anyway, it's only funny for me in the context of like the Tetris 99 thing. Like, oh my gosh, I played so much Tetris 99, I dreamt about it for a week. That's pretty funny. Like, oh my gosh, that must have been kind of annoying. You couldn't stop playing this game even in your sleep. Ha 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 ha. Everyone has a good laugh about it. But if you got the highest score and I was right at the end and the screen was overflowing, but then something weird happened and then suddenly it wasn't overflowing and I still kept going. No, it's just stop. I can't do it. I can't listen to people describe their dreams. Uh-oh. Wait. We have an update from the hospital. This is a pretty serious one. I'm going to need everybody. Well, okay. Here's what I'm going to say. If you are somebody who needs like a content warning before watching certain types of content, I'm going to warn you that this one is a bit violent and scary. If you're somebody who cares about the well-being of Lucky 7, you're going to need to, I don't know, alert somebody. I don't know how to fix this. Here we go. This is not a drill. Nancy has thrown a shiny Frigibax into Lucky 7's room. I repeat, Nancy has thrown a shiny Frigibax into Lucky 7's room. And you can see there the window is broken and shiny Frigibax is there. Lucky 7 is now awake. And I don't know what's going to happen. Probably nothing good. Frigibax is how Lucky 7 got in this position in the first place. Nancy is looking in the window still, which is pretty messed up. Like, just to make sure, I guess, the plan goes accordingly. I don't know what we do. I don't know how to help in this situation. It's not looking good for Lucky 7, everybody. We could be having a a whole different conversation soon if this goes the wrong way. Talking about dreams, I usually remember all of mine somehow until my son says I was talking in my sleep and then I have no clue what I dreamt about. I forget dreams so quickly. Our PC is going to be like a cartoon locker by the end of this. We're going to open it up and immediately be buried in a mountain of squirrels. Do you ever determine what the plural was? I asked earlier what the plural of Squirtle is. Is it Squirtle or Squirtles? Um, 2, 15, 20, 25. Okay. Oh, I found out, by the way. I think I explained this last week or something. You know, I was like going through the shiny Squirtles and donating the ones that weren't shiny. Well, what I was doing was putting them in Pokemon Home, then opening Pokemon Home on my phone and deleting them that way because it's quick to like hold your finger down on one and then you can just tick up the boxes. You can release up to 100 at a time. I found out that you can do that without going to your phone. So if you have Pokemon Home and you want to get rid of like a box full of Pokemon, move it into Pokemon Home and then or don't you have to move it? You can just leave it because you open Pokemon Scarlet from the Pokemon Home app. You click on the Pokemon and you click release. And it'll ask you, do you want to release one or multiple? And you can select multiple at a time to release, up to 100. And then if you do 100, it asks you to like release them and then save and come back for some reason. It would be Squirtles because the plural of turtle is turtles. Okay, I'll accept that. The food pantry will come over and pick up the extras, yeah. I full on movie-like dreams, weird ones. I will definitely dream about stuff that I was just watching right before bed. That happens a lot. But not like I'm in the show or movie. Just like I was watching it. They're very boring. Or maybe I'm just watching one of the characters in a scenario. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. Excuse me. Oh, I don't know if I can talk. Okay, that was 5 more. It's not looking good for our prediction. Are you okay? I'll be fine. Everything's fine. I think some water went down the wrong pipe. Listening to you ramble about Squirtles is oddly soothing. I might just end up falling asleep. Then you're going to dream about being like covered in waves of Squirtles that I release into the wild. I should just make the prediction. Do we get a shiny Squirtle today? Just one big prediction. I give you like 10 minutes to vote on it. And you just put a ton of points. Just keep flooding it with channel points. I fell asleep during the stream that you found Lucky 7 and had to go back and watch the end in the morning. Okay. Are we the 5? One more. Okay. Yay. We're almost done with another box. I don't know what's happening. I have no idea what's happening. Is this canon? Hold on. Okay, so this is from Lyra, and it says, "What's this? Spare parts turned into a green shell, and Mario Kart's Nancy. What a twist of events." So I assume, Mimu, is this canon? Is this happening just outside the hospital Lucky Seven's staying in? So, Lucky Seven's sibling, green shells, Nancy, and they explode? Is Lucky Seven okay? Sorry, spare parts. Spare parts okay? Well, where was the explosion? Is Lucky Seven okay? I'm gonna need to know if this is canon. I think we need to eat more food. I'm not trying to open the camera. No. Why is this not... Yes, it is. Lyra, how'd you get that photo? Okay, so I guess Nancy might be dead. Spare parts might not be doing too well either. Good riddance. Daniel? Don't you mean Derek? It wasn't me. I didn't do anything. I'm too busy hatching all these eggs. I have my job. I think we're at 235 actually. I was going to say, I thought I recognized Nancy as the owner of a pretty big turtle cuisine blog, but I guess it doesn't matter much now that she's dead. Oh my gosh. Dude, the password to that blog, can we get that AdSense linked to our account? All right, that's another box down. 240 hatched. We're on to the next box. That is a no on the prediction. But this box I'm on now, same exact question. 2 minutes. Do we get A shiny Squirtle. It could be any one of these eggs. Oops. We have a card for Lucky 7 that was just sent in. Is a get well soon card. From, it won't tell me because I'm in streamer mode. Oh, hold on. From Steph. I will give this to Lucky 7. Get well soon indeed. Thanks for sending that in. Good luck to Lucky 7. Apparently he's going to need it. Remember just the Quaxley border on that window until now. Yeah, I got a Quaxley theme on my Rodham phone. Rodham? Whatever it's called. I better keep his spirits up. He's just being mauled right now. He is lucky. He's lucky to have all of you sending in nice cards and thoughtful well wishes. Lucky 7 has it. Wait a minute. Hold on. Stand by. Maybe Lucky 7 doesn't have it so good. We have an update from the hospital. Things are looking a little grim. Okay. Lucky 7 now has a swollen head due to the impact of the Frigibax hitting him. In other news, the Frigibax has been removed and fire blazes right outside Lucky 7's window. We're unsure if anyone was harmed. We should have more info after the fire is put out. Oh my gosh. What's happening just above his head? What is that? Hold on, I gotta move this. I don't know what's going on there. The Frigibax in a net? They caught him and just left him in the room? Who's responsible for this place? It's like a freaking circus over there. Lucky 7's not going to make it. I don't know how he survives this. How would you feel if someone broke into your house, started stealing all your stuff right in front of you? They were menacing you. They sit down and they stole all your stuff. The police came, captured them in a net, and said, all right, our work here is done. And they left you with the criminal who jumped into your house and started stealing from you. That's what they're doing to Lucky 7 right now. There's a violent maniac in Lucky 7's hospital room, and they're just leaving him there in a flimsy net. Well, nothing I can do. Pinata time. He needs an upgrade to a secure wing. Too much negligence. I agree. I don't think we can afford it. It's $2 hospital. He can't afford security. Well, who has the nets? Maybe the window and the raging fire are more pressing matters. If only we had a water Pokemon. If only. And this is the $3 room. That's true. Can we just get a room on a higher floor? Like, there's so much going on. This could be a shiny. Sure, it's a hospital. It could be a random cabin for all we know. The higher floor rooms are $10. Do we get any kind of like upgrade for having Lucky 7 have like a rogue shiny Pokemon thrown at him while he's trying to recover? It feels like the hospital's fault to me. On quality care, we're gonna have to upgrade to at least a $5 room. I just think the hospital should be responsible for that. Another window and maybe a spare blanket. What about getting something on like a higher floor? How do we get Lucky 7 in the hospital penthouse? Passed up a cat villager at 60 tickets, but that's all you wanted. Why did you do that? Spare parts should soon behalf of Lucky 7 and use the money to transfer to a better hospital. Penthouse is $20? Oh my gosh. Spare parts is a baby now. How's she gonna enter a legal battle? That's a fair point. Spare parts is still level 1. Lolly? Mama Cat, did you pass up on Lolly? Why? Why would you do that? Do you know how many people would... You know people would give to find Lolly? You didn't want Lolly? Look how offended everyone's getting. Yeah. Ugh. Go, go, go. Do you have food? Yes. We have so many eggs to get through. So many eggs that are probably not the right kind. Oh, I need... Yeah, that Ditto has to be... I should just put that Ditto in Pokemon Home and try and trade someone for another Masuda Ditto. That's why I'm saving him. I want to go in Pokemon Home and try and trade him for a non-English Ditto. It wasn't Lolly, it was Mary. I'll kick myself later. Oh my gosh. Well, you were saying you only had like just under 100 tickets to get a cat. You found one of the most iconic cats. Well, okay, wait. No, you said it was Mary. Still, you got a cat, a pretty good one. I think that was it. You would ditto in every language? Well, how am I ever supposed to get a ditto in every language if I can't? I gotta trade. I misunderstood. You keep looking for Lolly. She's out there. Mama Cat says she was pretty cute. Apparently not cute enough. I don't know what more Mary would have to do. I'm willing to trade you my army of dittos. But I'm just saying I need to get this English-speaking ditto out of my inventory. Patches? Do you mean Pete? Who's Patches? Is Patches a villager? Leo, how's it going? We should do a prediction about Mama Cat's villager hunt. Stitches, my bad. Oh, okay. Patches is a good name for Stitches. I don't know if I know the names of every single Animal Crossing villager, but I have a pretty good idea of who isn't a villager. Two more, and we're not done. Popping in for a second from lurking to say good luck, Dan. Have a good night, guys. Well, thank you, Brittany. Appreciate it. Enjoy your evening. Just finished your 19-hour TCG card sub simulator video. Oh, did you enjoy it? That's a long one. I assume you must have liked it somewhat. Okay. Last column here in this box. So I think today what I'm going to have to do is we're going to hatch all these eggs. We get what we get. I'm going to make Masood eggs. And I'm going to do that all today so that tomorrow afternoonish we could go live again and try this again. can't wait for the new TCG Pocket set features. Oh, yeah, I don't know how to say that Pokemon's name. I stopped playing. I'm glad you're excited about it, though. I've been seeing the announcements about it. We have an update from the hospital. Just wanted to make sure that wasn't shiny. Okay. Stand by. We have an update to Lucky 7's situation. This is a pretty big update. So get ready. All right. Things have changed. So we have quite the update. Lucky 7 is now undergoing treatment for his swollen head. It requires a syringe in the head. As you can see, Lucky 7. I'm always having to move these little cards y'all sent over around. Lucky 7 has a syringe sticking out of his head. Put this over here. Okay. Lucky 7 did not appreciate this and bit the doctor. On the bright side, he was provided a spare blanket as a compensation for the attack. Wait, what? So Lucky 7 bit the doctor and they gave him a nice present? Also moved to a higher floor and avoid another attack. Unfortunately, due to the number of floors, his care will now be delayed and is probably this is probably unrelated, but we've recovered a skull from the fire. It's a lot of developments. Okay, so he's on a higher floor. That's good. Probably won't have people lurking in his window. That's good. Has a syringe sticking out of his head. Not so good. Bit the doctor. Not good. Is now in a straitjacket, which is being called a blanket. And that's concerning as well. But okay. You know what? At least $2 hospital set him up with a better room. Put him in a burrito like you would an angry cat. Oh, I'd have a panic attack. Namuri, welcome back. How are we doing on eggs? That was 5. Okay, we've hatched 270 eggs since our last shiny. Still no shiny, right? Let me just scroll through these real quick to make sure we didn't all miss one somehow. That would be embarrassing. Okay. So the prediction was once again a no. On Twitch, we're going to do the same one again. This box, you have 2 minutes. Do we find a shiny? And then we have some more, what I'll call fan art of the situation. Or is this an alternate timeline? I have no idea. Stand by. So Lyra sent this one over. Lucky 7 is safe from the fire, but he can still see the flames from his room window. For some reason, the doctors brought the shiny Frigibacks with them, probably because this is a $3 hospital room. They also left the syringe half full in his head. If Spare Parts ever gets done trying to use radiance outside to put out the flames, she should probably sue for malpractice. I don't know what to do with this information. I will put it over here. This is my first time hatching. Where do you get so many eggs? So I hatched. I got my Ditto and my Squirtle. An Egg Power 2 meal. Excuse me. That hurt a lot. I got them an Egg Power 2 meal and had them make all those eggs while I was watching TV. I'll be right back. I'm going to wash my hands. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Thank you. What I was saying is that unfortunately, the eggs that we have today are not Masuda Ditto eggs because I was dumb and mixed up my two, Ditto. So we fixed that. And now we have a whole bunch of eggs that have higher odds than we would like. But you take your Masuda Ditto, you come to this town, you go to the restaurant here in town, and you buy the second meal down, which has Egg Power 2. Then just go right outside the town and set up your picnic. You need to make sure you're checking the basket frequently enough so that it doesn't reach 10 eggs, because if it reaches 10, it stops. But you keep checking the basket. And yeah, this is good to do while you're doing something else. If you're watching TV, playing another game, whatever it might be. Okay. Oops. All right, those 5 more. I don't know if you voted on my poll earlier on the community tab, but I've been asking if people listen to podcasts in this group. Do you listen to podcasts? Do you watch podcasts? Or do you not consume podcasts at all? Listen, watch, not at all. Those are the choices on the poll right now. I'm kind of curious. I think I hear cat stuff going on. Everything's fine. False alarm. Mostly listen. I'm the kind of person, if there's a video option available, I do like to at least watch some of the clips or something. But yeah, when it comes to podcasting, I'm kind of the same way. I prefer listening. And I'm weird because if I know there's a video element, I start to feel like, oh, should I be watching this though? Is it better if I watch? When I know it's audio only and it's like, just that's it, I don't feel like I'm missing anything. It's great. It's like I'm getting the same experience everybody else is getting. I don't have to worry about feeling left out of one group. I prefer watching if possible, but honestly, I get the same feeling. Like if, like I don't listen to too many podcasts these days, but like Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend. I prefer to watch because it just feels like, especially during the beginning and end segments, I feel like they do enough visual gags, not a ton, and they try to like explain what's going on to audio listeners a little bit, but it feels like there's enough there to where if I didn't watch, I would be like annoyed. And I'll be clear, I'm watching like clips, and they started putting the full interviews on YouTube and stuff, which was great. The clips are basically the beginning and end segments, and then going to listen to the interview. The interviews, they're not usually too eventful in terms of like visuals. I don't listen to my podcasts, Future Crime, but typically watch them. I have YouTube Premium, so I want to use that for ad-free. That makes sense. Normally watch, listen when I get ready for sleep to fall asleep. Just keep hatching. I used to love medical mysteries, but haven't in ages. I saw people mentioning true crime and stuff in the comments too. The genres is still incredibly popular. I usually only watch or listen to YouTube streams. Mr. Ball and Medical Mysteries is an awesome one. Okay, I've heard of that channel. Stopped in favor of streams. Makes sense. You gotta get through all these junk eggs. How much longer? I want to start. I already want to start getting the better eggs going. No, we have to hope. We have to hope that this can actually yield shinies. It can. It can. It will. It can. It should. And it will. Not that time. Let's see. Is this a fresh prediction, by the way? I'm losing track. Everything's blurring. It must be, because we're pretty far into this box by now. I want to make sure I didn't forget to cash out that last prediction. No? Fingers crossed for shiny soon. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you. It is? Okay. I thought it was. Wait! We have an update from the hospital. Hang on. All right. At last, Nurse Joy has been brought to the $2 hospital. She's here to help Lucky 7. Also said that the practices the doctors and nurses have been done here are unacceptable. She would move Lucky 7 to a different hospital if she could, but we would need consent. Unfortunately, Lucky 7 has limited speech and is unable to do this. So she's just going to stare at him? That's not good. I'm really worried about even the care Nurse Joy is offering at this hospital. Well, Katie, how's it going? What about his Squirtle dad? Ditto? Yeah, am I supposed to approve this? Just remember, I don't have any money, so the other hospital is going to need to be like even cheaper because I spent all my money on $2 hospital. Web Pixies, we'll see you later. Thanks for hanging out. Oh my gosh, I'm not hatching anything. Crap. She can move into the $1 hospital, but I don't recommend it. Why would she wanted to move to a better one, I thought. And who's going to pay for this $1 hospital? Stage an accident at Pokemart and have them pay the bills. So we just weekend at Bernie's our Lucky 7 Squirtle here to the market, have him trip and fall on like a freshly mopped floor or something, and then we sue. I don't know if that's such a good idea. Lucky 7 could get more hurt. Every time we tried to do something that, you know, every doctor's trying to do something that goes outside of like the normal how to care for Lucky 7 handbook, it seems to get worse for him. Everybody in there is a clown. Is it possible for him to get more hurt? We don't ask questions like that. We don't want to find out. The handbook was in Spanish. They couldn't read it. Oh, no. You know, if Nurse Joy was actually good at her job, she'd be able to use whatever facilities she has at her disposal to, you know, do good work. She'd maybe have a kit with her with supplies. You know, I mean, resources are important and everything, but everyone was so excited to see her. And all she did was come in the room just to like interrupt his regular care regimen to say like, this place is a dump. If only I could do something for you. What did she do then? Just like spit in his face and leave? Like what? How is that supposed to help? Typical morning family blaming the medical staff. I'm just saying, if Nurse Joy isn't even registered at this hospital, what good does it do anybody for her to come in here and go, I wish I could bring you to my hospital. You look like you're in rough shape. I don't know. It seems kind of mean. Out of left field. Why can't you just help? If she cares so much to make the drive all the way there, and you know you're going to $2 hospital, can't bring like a little baggie with you with some stuff, help her boy out. He needs a Mr. Beast challenge to pay for the surgeries. He's doomed. First aid supplies that his trainer should have. Okay, I've not seen anything anywhere. I've played a lot of these games lately, and never once has anybody given me any kind of first aid anything. It's always go to the Pokemon Center. If anything goes wrong, don't handle it. Here's some potions for like little situations here and there. Otherwise, go to the Pokemon Center. Don't touch him. And when the Pokemon Center saw Lucky 7 almost cut in half by a dragon's tail, they're like, you should probably try the hospital. Like the proper hospital. Urives potions and antidotes are just like field remedies administered by a dummy like me. What am I supposed to do about a dragon tail slicing through my Pokemon, or cutting them right down the middle? Chucking little yellow revives at his head isn't going to sew him back together. Nothing a full restore can't fix. Yeah. Let me just spray some some full restore on that cut for you. All right, another day, another box of no shiny Squirtle. That's 300 eggs since our last shiny, and that's a no on the prediction. But we have another box. So for whatever reason, we'll run another prediction. But, you know, who knows? Maybe when we're at our lowest low here, maybe this is when it happens. Why was he up against the Frigibacks anyway? Because we were trying to get him a friend. Listen, I brought him to a hospital. Didn't I? Only accept if you're CPR certified? What do you mean? The terms of service of what? You only brought him pain. What are you talking about? I did everything right, except running out of money. I was only able to afford a $2 hospital. But everything else I did right. Why are you still hatching instead of starting a new run with spare parts? I'm trying to build an army. We need backup. A shiny Squirtle only Nuzlocke is what this calls for. We won't have it any other way. No one's going to vote no. This is wild. There's two people who believe that we are absolutely getting shiny in this box and absolutely no doubters, which is confusing. And they're not going to win anything. If we get it, they're not going to win anything. I'm going to... Well, I don't even know if I've already hatched a whole bunch in this box. Okay, well... I wish I could just take their points and throw them into the void for fun. I don't think I want to be friends with someone who cut me in half. That's just me. I didn't know that Frigibax was going to be a jerk about it and cut Lucky 7 in half. Oh. But it looks like he's getting some treatment. I think that head syringe is probably really helping. Started watching the channel for Animal Crossing, but after seeing the Pokemon videos, I started playing Violet and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Only played Pokemon Go before. Oh, well, it's nice to hear, Tracy. I'm glad. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Like, at first I was like, yeah, okay, pretty cool. Really got into them recently, and it's mostly because probably the hype around the Switch 2. Just wanted to play more Switch games leading up to it, and now here I am with a full living dex, which is awesome. Eclipse, are you still working? Okay, I see. Oh, shiny! No. I tried. Are you doing the national dex? That's just like all the Pokemon, right? Not like on purpose, like actively. I think that... So we completed the Legends Arceus living decks for the member streams. That was just recently. And I'm going to move them into Pokemon Home soon. I think as I continue getting Pokemon games and catching them all, I should end up with a national dex at some point. But I'm not currently going for one. I would like to work my way through the older games on my 2DS and try and get a national dex going in Pokemon Bank as well. But that's kind of a stretch. Like, it's a lot easier to do that in these newer games. So I'm not pushing myself to do that. But if I can beat like Ultra Sun and get like quick balls and stuff like that, I don't know, who knows? Maybe I'll run around just catching. We probably need to eat again. Yeah. The electric gym can be scary. You should hunt Turtwig and nickname it Squirtle so it stays thematic. I think we can do it. I think we can take it. Older games are brutal. They are. You know what's really nuts about like the older games? like the 2DS, 3DS era, is that if you want the shiny charm, they require a national dex. Like, it's not good enough to catch all the Pokemon that came with that game. Why? Why did they do it that way? So, I was wanting to shiny hunt in, like, Alpha Sapphire. And, like, I don't mind getting all the Pokemon in, like, one, but you want me to play all the games and get all the Pokemon? Eclipse, we'll see you later. Thank you, thank you. You just want Tropius in the game again? Isn't Tropius in this game? Like in the expansions, at least? Or am I thinking of something else? I moved my living dex to Pokemon Home, so I can't easily check now. I guess I could look through the Pokedex, but I don't know what number it is, and it'll take forever. Tropius isn't Scarlet and Violet. Okay. Final evolutions that aren't hideous. Oh yeah, like yeah, the next batch of Pokemon would be great. I don't know. It's kind of interesting they went with that route of like starts off as a cute baby and then gets really serious the larger it gets. Lady Eevee, how's it going? I was always pretty disappointed regardless of which starter you choose. It's never as cute as its first iteration. One thing I like about Pal World is there's no evolution of the pals or anything. It's just you get what you get. I haven't played in a long time. Maybe they've added that. I don't know. But I think I don't know. Part of me kind of prefers that. Evolving the Pokemon is not like a thing I look forward to. I never played the DLC for Scarlet Violet. Guess I am now. It is in the DLC, right? Because I'm pretty sure I remember getting Tropius, which is like a kind of a dinosaur-looking Pokemon. But yeah, probably would be in the DLC. Someone who's smarter than me, please confirm that. Spartha line disappoints me. Needs a middle stage between between it and Flittle. Oh, Flittle evolves into a Spartha. I didn't know that. I think I just caught them separately and didn't put two and two together. That makes sense. I can see it now. Tropius in the main game. Oh, Tropius' base game by the lake. Okay, I would look that up. I mean, the expansions were fun, and they add a lot of Pokemon. Don't get me wrong. If you're going to get them anyway, cool. But yeah, apparently Tropius is by the lake. You get the sweet, adorable starter, and then they're ugly when they evolve. Like they did Pokemon growing up and looking more mature and bigger, but they've stayed away from that. Some of them look so different. Banana Neck Dinosaur. Yeah, that sounds familiar. Egg after egg. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Oops. I went a whole game without my goofy plant dragon for no reason. Oh no. Wait, is Tropius exclusive to one or the other? Is that why? Does anyone know? I was set when my score bunny evolved in sword. Oh, the later starters especially. Like Charmander, Bulbasaur, Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle, I feel like their evolution at least makes sense. They do physically look like they're growing up.
Guess what? $2 recipe time, fridge condiment to caviar, squeeze tiny dots of expired mustard and ketchup onto a plate and serve with stale crackers.
Oh, there you go, everybody. But yeah, some Pokemon, especially the starters in later games, they just get so wild looking. This game, I think they make some sense. Like, I can see it. I can see the path from cute little starter to where they end up. It's in both games. Okay, Tropius is in both games. All right. Getting close to my guess of 333. Uh-oh. It didn't even look that bad, but they didn't bother giving him any animations. Well, I would say Litten is one of the more disappointing starters to watch evolve, because Litten goes from Litten to the middle stage, whatever it's called, and looks pretty okay. You know? Just okay. You know, just a larger cat. And then the third stage is absolute nightmare fuel. Like, I don't know what they were thinking. I also don't understand why they keep making four-legged animals stand up on their hind legs by the time they fully evolve. Like, Squirtle here is a turtle that always stands on his hind legs, and that's fine because it's, like, consistent. But why does Sprigatito go from, like, 4 legs to Meowscarada on 2? And, like, Quax is a duck. Fuecoco stays on all 4, actually. Fuecoco actually starts on 2 legs and ends up on all 4s. Yeah, I don't know. It's just odd. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is the... Oops. How do you see... Is it Judge? Display. This is the final evolution of Litten. What are we doing? What is this? I mean, don't get me wrong. It's overall like a cool looking Pokemon, but to go from adorable kitten to this 2-legged monster is not fair. It's a little traumatic. If you're like getting a kitten in a game, you're like a kid and you're like, oh my god, I got a little kitten that I can battle with. And yeah, Roid Rage, yeah. Turns into a Roid Rage tiger. They wanted another fire fighting type. Well, then do that with like a Pokemon that's like out in the grass or whatever. Why did you have to ruin a perfectly good cat? I don't know. It's just not fair. I'm this biggest bipedal starter defender, but I can't defend Incineroar. He's too much. I want a cute team to kick butt while doing it. Yeah, that's... I think it'd be nice if some of the Pokemon they just took it down a notch. Why do they all gotta be so scary? Game Freak are pros at ruining cats. I will say Meowscarada is a pretty cool looking like final evolution. Oh, when did we get an update from the hospital? I'm sorry. I just missed it. Hang on. We have an update from the hospital. Okay. So, Nurse Joy is doing her best and trying every trick in the book, such as spraying a potion on the Pokemon. This has not shown any results yet. However, Lucky 7's head swelling has gone down, but it was due to the syringe treatment, not the potion from Nurse Joy. Nurse Joy is going to run back to her hospital and come back and try more options. Unfortunately, that means Lucky 7's treatment is on hold until further notice. Look at her spraying him. That's not working. All right, I'll be back in a couple days. Wow. Well, give it up for Nurse Joy, everybody. Abandoning Lucky 7 in his time of need. Well. Got a shiny marked Litten and evolved it into Torcat, and I'm not taking it any further. What is okay? Can someone explain marked Pokemon to me? I don't quite understand that. I've heard people start to talk about like getting a marked Pokemon. Does that mean another Pokemon marked it and claimed it as their own? Like a dog claiming a fire hydrant? Does anyone else wait, what? Does anyone else feel that we should just let Lucky 7 go with big turtle soup in the sky? Slow, sarcastic laugh at Nurse Joy. They have a little badge that gives them a title when they go into battle. I have some Pokemon with like those types of badges, but you said you caught a marked Pokemon. Like, how is it marked if you haven't battled with it yet? Like, how does it already have a mark? Litten is sleepy. Okay. But like what? Because I've gotten ones that get a mark when you like are friendly with them, and I gotta just show you, I think. This is another box down. We did not get a shiny, I don't think. I'm just gonna run through here and make sure. Okay, so like for example, if I go to Armoroge here, I have the partner mark, and I earned that. A mark for a friendly Pokemon. So I earned this because, like, I've done a lot with him, and, like, he just got that. So in essence, I know what a mark is, but when I hear that you caught a Pokemon with a mark, I'm like, wait, how does that work? Marks replace ribbons in Scarlet and Violet. Ribbons still exist, but they're harder to come by. Versus marks are being pretty common. Some marks are very rare. Every Pokemon has a chance to have one when caught, but it's random and very rare. If you catch a tiny Pokemon and as smallest you could have, like Eevee, then it's teeny. You can get some from doing certain tasks, but there are quite a few and low chance to appear. If you use Tidal Power Sandwich, you're more likely to obtain a Pokemon with a mark on it. It comes up with the zoom in feature. Some can also have weather marks, like if you catch one during a thunderstorm, it could be Jolteon the Thunderstruck. That's pretty cool. Is there a way to check quickly? Like if I just go through all my Pokemon, is there a way to see, or do I have to go and literally like, what do you call it? Like open up the summary on each one. I guess I could like scroll in the summary tab. All right, I'm not going to do another prediction for a bit. Let's go into the summary and scroll through. There's no quick way to search for marks, at least to my knowledge. The DLC, you can unlock a scanner. That shows if it's marked before you ever catch it. Oh, interesting. Shiny something or other that has the flustered mark, so she's Primaria, the easily flustered when she comes to the battle. I haven't updated a counter, but you're right. We should be at 330. Yeah. Thank you. I gotta check my food. We want to make sure that we are. Oops. We want to make sure. I can't get the counter to update anymore. Oh. I need to make sure I have food still so we can hatch eggs faster. And I'm like sitting here wasting time. Not 333. Going with my original guess from Lucky's around 821. Oh my gosh. Mimu, we'll see you later. Thank you for hanging out. Thanks for all the updates on Lucky 7's condition. Let's hope that things work out. I think we'll put the live feed of Lucky 7 away for now, just to save on, you know, the internet bill up there. And hopefully we get some good news next time. Shiny. No. Unfortunately for me, you can't release eggs. Well, you can't mass release eggs, bulk release, in Pokemon Home. So if I wanted to get rid of all these eggs that are not as lucky as the other eggs we've done in the past, I either have to hatch them or release them one at a time. Arguably, the releasing them one at a time is faster than hatching them. But can you imagine if we got a shiny Squirtle not using the Masuda method? But how cool would that be? That would be a story. That one would be worth naming appropriately. Anna, what'd you miss? Haven't gotten a shiny yet, so I guess not much, unfortunately. We're just doing the grind. Doing what it takes to get a shiny Squirtle. I was hoping leaving would help. Me too. I don't know what to ask y'all. Do you have any questions for me? Oh, do we have food? Yes, we still have meal power. That's good. What's today's kitty name? Box Sleeper. Do you have thoughts on Mega Victory Bell? Yes. Mega Victory Bell is nightmare fuel. What were they thinking? What on earth is that thing? I genuinely thought of like taking a shoelace and tying it around the middle of my face and taking a picture just to like meme on Victory Bell, but I don't think anyone would get it. It looks so dumb. It literally ties its own face up, and that's its mega evolution. It basically suffocates itself by cutting off the stuff at the top that I assume is how it breathes, and just gets really, it just expands a lot. My first thought was everyone was so mad about Mega Dragonite. And then we got Mega Victory Bell. If you thought Mega Dragonite was something to be upset about, Nintendo had you covered. Oh, I love it. Yeah, no, I don't think they should change it at all, but it's very stupid. I think that should, you know what? Go for it. You know why the Mega Evolutions need to be stupid? Here's my theory. If the Mega Evolutions aren't stupid, people are going to want them to become regular evolutions. That makes sense? So like, there's, Bellsprout, Weeping Bell, and Victory Bell, and now there's Mega Victory Bell. No, there's like, I want this fourth evolution of Victory Bell in my Pokedex. And I'll have to, we'll have to figure out that whole thing. Or they could make them look dumb, and people are like, yeah, you keep it. I'll get to enjoy Mega Victory Bell when I Mega Evolve Victory Bell. I don't need to put Mega Victory Bell in my living decks. You keep Mega Victory Bell. It's fine. That's my theory. I hated Mega Dragonite, but I think I prefer it over Victory Bell. I like its new leaf, but I feel so sad for it. I can't be mad. It looks so stupid in the best way possible. That is to say, like, I think they did a good job if their goal was to make Mega Victory Bell look very dumb. Just very, very stupid. What if it was a big bag? I don't know what they're doing. But this is the company that made Trubbish, so what am I supposed to... Who am I? Guys, we're out of Pokemon ideas. What do we do? How about a bag of garbage? What does it look like when it evolves? A pile of garbage. It's based on a gourd canteen. A gourd canteen? I don't care what it's based on. It looks dumb. I hope it's them having a sense of humor. You know what I think they should do? You know, it would be like incredible marketing on their part? If they keep releasing images and videos of Mega Evolution Pokemon that actually aren't in the game. Like, they keep getting progressively stupider. Like by the end of it, they show Mega Pikachu, and he just has like really tall ears that make him fall over. And everyone's like, what are you doing? Like, what is this? And when you actually play the game, none of the Mega Evolutions look anything like the promo materials. Garbage Pokemon makes sense, but they are a funny concept. It doesn't. How does it make sense? I guess I don't watch the show. Maybe there's some lore behind Trubbish that I'm not appreciating. I'm far too pedestrian to appreciate the nuanced lore of Trubbish. I think Pokemon needs more stupid and ugly guys. Ties the world together. Someone said Trubbish is classed as a cat Pokemon. I'm sure I'm remembering that right. Who said that? I don't even want to know why they think that. The person walking by me has some hatching eggs back and forth in town and saying some things never change. It felt very targeted. It felt like the NPCs are starting to gain some sentience. It's true, Pokemon released some cat Pokemon promo art and Trubbish was there alongside the rest. Are you sure that wasn't because the cats, like, you know, there's like alley cats? And Trubbish is like trash from an alley. So they were just putting Trubbish in there to be cute, like, oh, he's, you know, some cats live in alleys, and so Trubbish is there. I mean, people find cats in the trash and adopt them. Yeah, I feel like Trubbish is just part of the scenery. I think it was literally a bag of trash, and then everyone else, including Nintendo, forgot that they have a trash bag Pokemon. And during their cat promo, they're like, oh, shoot, people think Trubbish is a cat now. We forgot we had Trubbish. That's my theory. Okay. It's time for a shiny. We've been doing this a while. Nope. Any egg could be it. Not even saying Trubbish is a cat can make me like it. Do you think that's what it was? It was just marketing? No, this is a cat. Just gaslighting us. Trubbish don't even have a tail, right? Come on, shiny. Shiny Squirtle, now. Theory is just rubbish. Okay, that's fine. No tail, not a cat. Sorry, cats that don't have tails. Okay, another box down. This actually should be like 360 now. I think I'm just behind on updating this. Okay, we're at the last box of non-shiny eggs or non-Masuda eggs. Do we hatch it? Do we do it? We probably do it, right? We're pretty certain at this point that they can't be shiny, right? It just feels like, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna release these last three. Wait, what happened? You can't release an egg? Wait, what do you do then? Oh, you literally can't do anything with the egg unless you hatch it. I thought you could release them. Oh. Well, it's going to mess up my counter, is why I'm mad. I don't know how to count the 3 rogue eggs. My cat doesn't have a tail, just a stub. He's the best old kitty man. See? See what y'all did? Yeah, not all cats have tails. But Trubbish is not a cat. I maintain that. I think my point was that I think if they wanted to try to like gaslight us into saying Trubbish is actually a cat type Pokemon, not type, but cat Pokemon, they needed to give him a tail. That would give them the plausible deniability to go, no, see, tail. There's a tail. It was on purpose. You can pretend those 3 eggs don't exist. We won't snitch. No, I should count them. I think what I'll do is change the counter to be 1 press again instead of 5 at a time. Increments of 1 is what I'm trying to say. And that way I can make it exact. Why more? I need an army of shiny Squirtle if we're going to do this. I want a full party. This is my punishment for putting our boy Lucky 7 in the hospital. Don't you have 1? No. I have 2 if Lucky 7 survives. Because we did get 1 already. But now we need more. If you tweet 2 Sweet Herb Mystica on a PBJ sandwich, you'll get Egg Power 3. We'll probably speed things along off stream. Do you need Sweet Herba Mystica, or can it be any Herba Mystica? I will personally donate all my potions to heal Lucky 7 if needed. I don't know. He was cut in half by a dragon's tail. It's going to be a long road to recovery for Lucky 7. Fortunately for him, I have a long road of egg hatching ahead of me. My experience has to be sweet. Could be a cheaper combo on Reddit, though. That's why I never go for, like, level 3 anything, because it always requires Herba Mystica. And if it requires a specific kind, it's always, like... But I might have sweet. Maybe I have a lot. No, I'm trying picnic. I have 3 sweet Herba Mysticas. I don't know if it's worth it. Salty's for encounters, so it probably does have to be sweet. Yeah. I should probably kill some more of the current raid event Pokemon. Tinglu? No. What's it called? I have tons of bitter from Chien-Pao raids, but it's useless because bitter gives the worst sandwich powers. I thought they gave you different types of Herba Mystica in those. You can jump and the egg will start hatching. I thought it had to count steps. I didn't realize being in midair would work. Oh, I wasn't in the air still. That would be cool. In theory, if you save before making a sandwich, you could reset after you hatch all the eggs, get the ingredients back. Yeah, but I'm building up eggs for these streams, so I can't really do that. But yes, if I was doing this off camera, it didn't matter. Salty's the best for shiny hunts. Important to save those. I don't know if I have any. Did you see any in there? I didn't see any salty. But I wasn't really looking for it either. All right, last full column of eggs here. I can't believe I mistakenly used a non-Masuda Ditto. I'm so... that Ditto? That Ditto's done. That Ditto's going into a trade box tonight. I'm going to send him away. You're what? Salty? I am salty about it. Poor Ditto. Everybody say your goodbyes to Ditto. Can the raids that drop Herb Mystico be soloed, asking for future me? Yeah. I always recommend looking up just guides on YouTube for just different raid builds and things like that for Pokemon. It's easier in the late game. Like in the late game when you're getting more supplies and you have more money, training up a Pokemon to be good for raids is... you can make short work of it. But yeah, you can absolutely solo raids. And yeah, the Tinglu, the current raids that are going on right now are 5-star, which is not that bad. They're level 75 Pokemon. You still want someone pretty good, but like if you look up guides right now, they'll you know, they're pretty helpful. You can also probably join some kind of queues on the Poke Portal, whatever, the Union Circle, whatever they call it. Like you could probably join another group's raid if you have something that's like kind of good. Like bring whatever they recommend. I think water types right now, like Agrippon with a water mask, or it's probably a little late game. Would be good. Blastoise. Spec out a full-blown Quaxley. What's the final evolution of that? Azumarill with Belly Drum holding a Shell Bell is a solid raid killer regardless of who's up. It'll be a while before I get there. Yeah, if you just started, you're probably not there yet. But make sure, Tracy, that you are getting your mystery gifts, because right now you can get both the shinies, even if you've not participated in the current raids. You could just do that right now. You won't be able to use them because they're level 75, and if you're not quite at that point in the game yet, they'll just be there for later. This will be the only way you can get these Pokemon. It's grass at the moment. Teal Mask is superior. Oh, okay. Thanks. I was getting confused. Today I learned that you can dislocate a rib if you cough too hard. Oh my gosh. I coughed hard earlier. I don't think I dislocated a rib though. I hope you're okay. Tracy, do you know how to get the mystery gift Pokemon? Do you want me to show you? It happened to my bestie. I was prescribing her bed rest with medical license I got on eBay. I hope your friend's all right. Please, I don't know. Oh, sure. Yeah. Okay. So, well, this will be intense because we only have one egg left. So go to Pokeportal. You hit X to open up your menu. Go to Pokeportal, and then hit the L button on your controller to go online. Go on the internet. It'll log into the internet, and it's going to bring up a big news page. It's going to tell you all the things going on. You can just hit B to get out of it. It's not really relevant. Go to the bottom where it says mystery gift, and then say get via internet. It's going to search. And I already have all these, but these are all of the current mystery gifts, and you can get all of these once. Once you get it, you can't get it again on this account. I've gotten them twice because I have a copy of Violet running right now, so I actually have 3 Wochens because I restarted my Violet save file with the, Nuzlocke we were doing, and I went to check the mystery gifts yesterday to get Chien-Pao, and I ended up with a 3rd Wochen. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can still get Wochen. So I have 3 of those now. I have 2 of these. So if you have multiple copies of the game, you're pretty good. You can get extras. But yeah, so you want all of this stuff because it's just nice to have. But Shiny Chien-Pao and Wochen, there are 4 of these, and we're going to get another one every couple weeks until they're done. So we have 2 more. And you can fight in the raids if you want to help the community kill 1 million of them, but they probably got you covered. And this will be, as far as we know, the only way for now to get these specific shiny Pokemon. They are legendaries. When you get to the end of the game, if you want to use them, they'd probably be pretty fun to use in like the Elite Four or what have you. All right, it wasn't shiny. We did not get a shiny Squirtle today. Brilliant, thank you. You're welcome. So yeah, I definitely check back in about another week or 2, because there'll be another one, and then one more after that. Wiping the dust off my Switch to find Tropius. Good luck. Well, I ran out of eggs. I'm going to work today to get some more Masuda eggs, actual Masuda eggs this time. I'll kick that Ditto out of here so it doesn't happen again. And yeah, I don't know. I guess that means I have to find some TV to watch or something. Or I could play more Pokemon Sun on my 2DS and hatch eggs. So what does that mean for this? Are we at... Let me look at the boxes. So we were 360, this is 365, 370, 375. 75, 76, 77, 78. That's going to drive me nuts. But we did it. Semi-loved Lucky 7, yes. Thank you, everybody. Thanks, Mimu, for more Lucky 7 lore as well. I plan on streaming tomorrow so that we can continue this. It'll be earlier in the day, as long as I get enough eggs. I hope the game is nice to me because it was making me work real hard for those non-Masuda eggs. Maybe that was the problem. Maybe it works better with the Masuda Ditto. You also get more eggs more frequently. I don't know. I was using Egg Power 2. Usually goes pretty quick. But yeah, hopefully that's better. Thanks for hanging out. I'll be back. I don't know what time yet, but tomorrow. That's the plan. All right. Oops. Thanks, everybody. Goodbye.